Farm Guy here, and in this video we will be looking at and testing the Eurospand SolcoAir David fruit by A-ndrea and ZioFicus, 13.44 megabytes to download. It's for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 here on Fox Farm, and the slot counts for this is 9 for this little subsoiler and 6 slots for the spreader. Now, let's have a look at them in the store. First, where will you find them? Well, the subsoiler is actually under subsoiler, even though it is specifically for grapes and olives. There's no options or anything like that. It is $4,500, like so. We'll look at that in a moment. The fertilizer spreader will be found under fertilizer spreaders, and here it is. $6,500 for that. 65 horsepower recommended, from 600 liters up to 1,000 liter capacity of fertilizer. Only 220 kilograms, 3 meters to 12 meters spreading width. That's an option in configuration at 11 miles per hour. Right, so here we have the open field version without sidewalls, so 600 liters. You can bump it up to 800, and then 1,000 liters. Tank color, you can choose white or silver. And once you have the sidewalls up, you can choose that as silver or black as well. PTO choice, black or yellow. No charges for any of those changes except the expansion of the tanks. Now, past that, you have the inter-row processing option that changes it to 3 meters in spreading width. Again, you have the option to bump it up in capacity and change the colors of the PTO and so forth and so on. $500 for the expansion, $250 for the small. If you just go with the regular size one, it's $6,500. Right, so let's have a look at this subsoiler first. Let's back up our vehicle here and hook it up like so. Now we have the lower cultivator and raise it. Allowed to create fields. Yes, it's a subsoiler, so you can create fields, but well, we'll show you. It's probably not recommended that you do that exactly. L1 and right stick left and right will adjust in and out that left subsoiler plow, and the up and down will adjust that one. There is no other adjustments. Looking at the spreaders, you can attach either one. You can attach either the narrow or the it's kind of hard to tell them apart. It doesn't tell you when you're looking at it whether it's a narrow spread or a wide spread, and you have to be kind of careful, because to attach these, make sure these are spread out as wide as possible, because there's a collision on these rollers, and if you hit the spreader with it trying to line it up, it's not going to connect, because as you can see here, you have to be very carefully backing up with those two rollers on each side, and as you get further back, then you get the attach, and it will attach like so. Right, so that will work for either one, the wide or the narrow spread. So if you're using this for grapes, make sure you have the configuration on narrow, as I will show you in a moment. Let's go out into the field. So here you can use the spreader on its own. This is the wide spreading option one. If we get in, we have the lower, oh, it says cultivator. That's odd. It's not a cultivator. Turn it on. It spreads at the 12 meters. And it's a fertilizer spreader. Pretty simple there. Worker will do it as well. Hired a worker. Worker uses it quite readily. Now, as for the narrow one, we have a narrow one on the subsoiler. Let's just drop that fertilizer for a moment, and as we drive forward, you can see that the cultivator is cultivating just those two strips where those are. So that's really for grapes and olives and cultivating between the rows like that. It's very specific. So when you attach the fertilizer spreader like so, and you place it down, you have to choose choose the cultivator, and then you can turn it on, and as you go forward you can see that it is subsoiling and fertilizing at the 3 meters. Now if you accidentally get accidentally get them mixed up, and we go over here, I'll show you, you can actually hook up the other one too, and it'll spread at 12 meters, but you're only, so that's why I said caution is needed when you're choosing the configuration and what you want to use it for. You don't want to be spreading at 3 meters when you want to fertilize a large field, and you don't want to be spreading at 12 meters when you're subsoiling between rows. You can hire a worker out in the field. Oh, he's not dropping the... Yeah, that's another thing. If you hire a worker doing that, he won't lift up the subsoiler and he'll keep plowing around, and he'll spread at 12 meters if you hook up the wrong version of the fertilizer. Right, so hopefully that explains everything. Kind of a neat little thing. I don't think I'm personally going to be using any of this. I don't really do grapes or olives, but those of you who like to do grapes and olives, this is a nice little combination of subsoiler and fertilizer spreader. 2 things in one pass. Very nice. Multitasking. That's the Eurospand SolcoAir David Fruit by A-ndrea and ZioFicus. 13.44 megabytes to download, 9 and 6 slots on console. Thank you all for watching. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.